Que mara, entendi, eu acho, hein? Pra cá.
Your event's about to start. You're noticing, okay, look, that's strange. I don't see my video here. The video is not going to come on until you connect it to the streaming software. And you can see, look, so this is ending in there. Go live. Looks like you're ready. Click here to start streaming. So before we start streaming, I'm going to point out something really interesting. When you look down in the corner at my video coming through from the stream, there's a delay, right? So you see on there what I'm doing 10 seconds ago. There is a 10-second delay when you stream to YouTube Live. So it's just something to take note of, and you can use it in your style when you're teaching. Just be aware. If you're asking people to engage, if you're saying chat in, connect, they're not going to hear that for 10 seconds. It's going to take them a few more seconds to chat in. So don't be like, is anyone out there? They're just a few seconds behind you. It's totally fine. For me, when I am teaching, if I see that and I see the delay on my screen, it's very confusing. It messes me up, even seeing it right now as I'm trying to teach this to you guys. It's confusing me. So what I do is, as this is happening, I will open Zoom at the same time, just like I'm doing right now, and I'll have the Zoom window in the front. So the sequence of events for me to go live is input the stream key, press start streaming, okay? Come to this studio page. I see, okay, it's up and running. I'm on here. It's all connected. And then I press go live. We'll do it. So now I'm going live on this test sound bath. No one's viewing. Well, one viewer, that's me. And then what I do is before I go and sit in my space with my bowls and begin the event, I'll have the Zoom open, but I'll just bring it to the front. So what I see when I look at the screen, it's not a blank screen, it's myself. If you don't like to look at yourself when you're teaching, if that messes you up at all, you could have a blank screen or whatever you prefer. The thing about YouTube Live is you're not going to be able to see your audience. So if you do Zoom, you can see the little squares, either with people with their videos on or their videos off. But on YouTube, it's just you teaching to yourself. And the way that you can connect with people is to have them chat in. So I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to text this to myself. How can I do this? Oh, email. No, I can't do that. Hold on one sec. Okay, I'm going to send this to myself. Oh, I can do it. Never mind. I can come back to this share screen. I can enter it in here, into my phone. And how can I open this? Okay, so now I have it on my phone. So when I'm doing the event, this is another really important tip. I actually open it on my phone as well. So before I come on screen, I'm gonna because otherwise I'll be talking and there's this weird 10-second delay. You don't want to hear that. So I just turn the volume all the way down. And then when people chat in, as I'm gonna do, they chat into the event, back to share screen, I'll be able to see, oh, people are chatting in. They're coming through. So I'm sitting in my space, leading the sound bath, and I can engage with, it's getting kind of trippy, I can engage with the audience by saying, oh, how are you guys feeling? Welcome. Where are you tuning in from? Let me know if this is your first time in a sound bath. And people will chat in, it's my first time. And I'll see it coming in on the chats. And then I can say, oh, Susie! Susie's joining from Santa Monica, California. Welcome, Susie. It's your first time in a sound bath. I'm so glad you're here. If you have any questions during this experience, please do not hesitate to chat in and ask. Oh, I'm so excited that you're here today. A lot of times in my sound baths that I lead, they're moon ceremonies, and so we'll do intention setting. So I'll guide them through the intention setting, and then at the point where it comes time to share the intentions, I'll give them some space. I'll just lead into it by saying, because I know there's a 10-second delay, right? So I'll say, as you're, getting clear on your intentions, write them down, chat them in, take a moment. And then as people are chatting them in, which people type at different paces, some people might be on their computer, some people might be on their phone, they're not necessarily going to come in the second I say, oh, share your intentions. So I'll just say, love and abundance and joy, Susie, and so it is. And so that's how I will connect with the audience when I'm on YouTube Live. I really like it. This is my preferred platform. The quality is amazing. It's recorded in real time, so literally, I can pause this right now. I can pause it, I can rewind it, and even though it's still going, it's still streaming right now, I could start over if I want. So if someone gets interrupted in the middle of the sound bath, they don't have to wait for you to email them the recording. If someone is like, I'm running late, I missed it, you can say, don't worry, join whenever you want. You can rewind and start from the beginning. The quality of the sound is great. The quality of the video is great. It's one link for the live event. It's one link for the recording, and I really love it. So this is my preferred platform. You can also use multiple microphones. As I mentioned, and as you just experienced, it does take a few steps to get set up, but once you have it set up, and once you've done it a couple of times, it really becomes like clockwork, and you'll develop your own routine. So I recommend that you take a moment now and follow these steps if you haven't already. Download OBS, create your YouTube live streaming account, and start doing a few tests. Like, it doesn't even have to be that you have a full sound bath for the test. You can literally do a test like the one that I'm doing right now and just get on and be like, oh, okay. If you need to do a sound check for YouTube, you would just do the exact same thing that I did.
É porque eu vou fazer live sábado. Eu tô testando. Ela tá ensinando aqui como faz.
Here. So plug in all of your microphones, and then you would do a test. So what I do, oh, I don't have them here. Actually, I'll grab it. Hold on. What I do is, and this is one of the reasons why it's nice that there is the delay, and I prefer this to doing a sound check on Zoom. I put in AirPods. I'll go sit by my bowls. So I'll have the live stream set up, and now I hear it in here. Here's my AirPods. So where did this just go? Okay, so I would put my AirPods in, go sit with my bowls, and have the test up on my phone. I would take a moment and play the bowls, and then pause and wait, and I'll hear that coming in. I'll say, okay, that sounds good. Or, oh no, I need to make some adjustments. Okay, I'm gonna come over to my microphone, I'm gonna adjust the gain. Oh, that sounds too loud. Oh, that sounds too quiet. Okay, that's just right. And it'll give me the opportunity to test my microphones, and do that sound check. So I highly recommend that you always do a sound check. So before your event, that can take a few minutes. Give yourself 30 minutes, 15 minutes at the very least, but 30 minutes to get your space really set up. Plug in all your microphones, do a sound check, then go to the link for your actual event. You're going to need to then put the stream key in again, and then you live stream from there. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. I'm happy to answer them. We'll also share the transcript of this. It'll be written out, and you'll have all the resources that you need to create a beautiful, high-quality sound bath live stream via YouTube Live. One last thing to add is be sure at the end of your event to end the live stream. That has happened to me before where it wasn't actually ended and I walk off screen and it's still going, which it's not the end of the world, but if you get into a conversation, you pick up the phone, you start talking to someone, people might be like, she's still on there? So always holding yourself to the utmost professional standard. Make sure that your event is concluded beautifully, and to do that, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. You press end stream, okay? And then you're going to need to go to OBS and press stop streaming. While we're in OBS, I'm just going to tell you one more thing, which is really helpful. If you wanted to record yourself for a pre-recorded event, you can also use OBS. And instead of doing start streaming, you would do start, but you can also use OBS. So if you wanted to pre-record an event, you could either live stream it to YouTube Live and just have nobody on there when you live stream. You could record it to your computer using OBS,